Okay, folks, I'm back. Hopefully I can get this thing to work. I have no idea if this is going to work. Oh, come on. Edit video. Okay. Conversation. Okay. Okay, folks, welcome back. I'm just sorry. I'm just like, that was weird. It's still saying, okay, there's work. It's working now, I think. Yeah, it's working now. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, it's one of those weird things. Let's get some people up here. Okay, we invite, copy, post that in the thing. Hey, South. Let's see if I can get this thing up here. Pin that to the channel. There we go. There you go, folks. Just if you want to come back in, pop it. Just click on the link, pop in, and we're here. And number one. There's number two.
All right, I'm back. I'll hear in a minute. I'll put my ears on here in just a bit once I finish doing this.
Need one more. We're looking for a couple more. Mandy, I haven't seen anything from Mandy yet.
Oh man, I got it all over my desk. Dang it.
Shut up.
JB fault. What?
Got the notification on my phone.
What are you making?
Ooh, perfect.
Lacey?
Works for me.
Clean my desk the fat man way.
Yeah, it actually, it worked out better this way because it actually is working now. So that's good to know. Not sure what happened. It just started acting up.
I'll be ready in just a minute. Just a minute. There we go. Now my heater can't touch it. Set that one there. Hair out of the way.
Okay.
Shut up. No.
Well, what's new, folks? Anything?
Everything.
Everything?
It's been a long day, but I'm now off until Tuesday.
Oh, we lost Jason. We're off until Tuesday. Is it on purpose, or are you sick, or are you?
It's on purpose. It's that time of year where I like to take some extra days off, like countdown to Christmas.
Right.
And I'm going to be the one on my team who's covering the holiday shift. And so when everybody else is off the week after Christmas, I'm working.
Okay.
But I've got the first week in January off, and even though the universe is conspiring against me once again, I am working hard to go camping that first week in January. But what I did was, and I didn't realize I didn't do it on purpose, but I took some days off kind of leading up. And then I looked at it and I said, wait a minute. So I worked a 5-day week last week. I worked a 4-day week this week. I work a 3-day week next week. And the week before Christmas, I work a 2-day week.
Oh my God! Now you
literally counted it down.
We need a 1-day week now. Then.
Yeah, but then I'm working a 4-day week. But then I'm off for a week when everybody else has to go back to work and get busy again.
Okay. Thank you for understanding, South.
Yeah, you set it to private when you started the first one, didn't you?
I messed up because I don't know. I didn't even touch the private button. I never touched the private button.
Yeah, StreamYard did an update, it looks like, because even when I logged in to get on this one, it gave me a new window that I was not aware of.
Yeah, so it's all new stuff. I mean, with my new computer and everything, it runs things a little differently. Because I've never, I mean, Jenny's is an HP, but I mean, I don't generally run HP. I've had Toshiba's, I've had Acers, I've had the Asus, a couple of Asus computers, but this one here is the first one I've ever had of my own. That's, I didn't borrow.
Yeah, speaking of which, how did your computer die, by the way? That was like a brand new computer that you got.
It was a manufacturer default.
Huh.
Defect.
A defect. Because the guys at the Geek Squad at Best Buy couldn't even get it to blip in a charge. And they used several different chargers. And there was no damage to it externally or anything. It wasn't trapped. It just stopped charging.
That's weird.
And it was cheaper and faster to just exchange it. And since the same make and model was sold out, they allowed me to choose from another one.
Nice.
So this is what I chose. It's one only thing. It's a little different than this one. From the other one, this one's got a touch screen. I don't use the touch screen part very often, but I can use it if I want to.
Well, I probably could have fixed it very easily. There's a simple trick when it won't charge, or anything.
With a shotgun?
You just put a sticker on it.
A what?
A sticker.
What kind of sticker?
The funnier, the better.
Oh, no, I don't think that would work. But I may be eating.
Those stickers.
I plan on adding stickers to this one.
All those stickers make my computer lightning fast.
Yeah. I need stickers from everybody. No, but the thing is, I'm going to be getting my my stickers made up and some patches made up for my channel. Hopefully, I can get some from your guys' channels.
I'm going to get some made really soon.
I want to get a simple, Velcro patch for mine because mine. The thing is, I'm not sure if I should get a one that's like outlined or just circular or what because I'm not sure. What are we listening to?
Drywall.
Who?
Molly's Drywall.
Oh, Molly.
Ta-da!
I muted her.
Well, you can go with either a round sticker. You can go with the fully outlined sticker, which molds around your logo. I've also got one for the taco place next door. It's a little parrot.
Oh, that's cool and all. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what you guys think would work. You think it would look good, though. I mean, not just because I like it doesn't mean it's. I want to see what everybody else likes.
I would say if you're going with the logo that you have up on StreamYard, I would just kind of do an outline around it and kind of go with that.
Would that work with a patch too?
Yeah.
Well, the problem with patches is you got to find somebody who will do the outline, and they're out there, but they get a lot more expensive to do the outline for the patch.
Well, since the basic design is round, I might be able to do a round one, maybe.
I would say on the patch, just do rectangle.
Rectangle. Well, I want something that'll fit on people's, packs and stuff if they wanted to put them on there, or I could put them on my pack, that kind of thing. Because I've got Velcro parts, I just don't have a way to, attach it.
I got all kinds of Velcro stuff. One of which I forgot to show off last week when I did my box stuff.
I don't have any Velcro stuff at all.
Liar.
I don't know what Velcro is.
You're the inventor of Velcro, aren't you?
No, I just happen to be wearing a hat with Velcro on it right now.
That's pretty cool. I like that one.
This is the way.
Well, no, did you see the patch he just showed?
Yeah, it was awesome. The Fortitude patch.
Yeah.
That one plus this actually came with my knife last week. I forgot to show this one off. This is actually a nice little pouch.
What are you going to use it for?
I'm going to turn this into an EDC pouch and put it in my car.
I like that. Who makes that pouch? Was that?
This one is actually Tactical Geek, but I got it from Obuy
Okay,
when I bought all my stuff last week,
that looks nice.
like 2 weeks ago. Camera, do it. Why is my camera sideways? What the?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Things all half off my table over here. Stuff keeps moving. Anything flat? Yeah, that's flat. So everything else is crooked. That's awesome. You good? All right, I think we're good. As long as I don't bump it again.
Okay, I'm not sure if I should unmute Molly or not.
She'll unmute herself later when she notices.
Okay. I just did it because it was getting a little loud. Oh, Jeff says hi.
Hi.
Hi, Jeff. Oh.
Hey, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey.
There she is, folks. The one and only.
Outside of my water bottle is warm as heck, but I bet the inside's nice and cold.
I heard something I'm not sure if you guys have or anything like this. Sorry, that's upside down.
I do not.
This is actually a little care package usually sent to the troops for like toiletries and stuff like that. And it's really cool. It's got the straps on it for you can strap it to your bag or whatever. I use it for exactly what they sent it for. I put my stuff, my shampoo, my soap.
Isn't technically any kind of tree a toilet tree?
No. Cacti would not work.
Cacti's not a tree.
It's a succulent.
Oh, what if it's dead and petrified?
It's a dead petrified succulent.
Yeah, they're still not considered trees.
What if it's in a petrified forest?
Mesquite is a tree.
So Colin Mon, what I use a lot of times, similar to that, doesn't actually have the straps for the molly, but it literally looks like a grooming kit, but it wasn't. It might have been made for a grooming kit, but this is what I got. This one I got my my haversack made, but of course, mine has coffee stuff in it.
Right. Any new coffee? When do I expect my coffee?
So, because I'm off tomorrow and work has just slammed me this past week and a half, I am going to the post office tomorrow morning when they open up and getting everything mailed out.
Yeah.
I was hoping
coffee.
to
I'm
do
running
it
low
last week, but it's coming.
Yeah, we were just at the Walmart in Des Moines. It was Altoona, Altoona, and their shelves are looking really bare when it comes to coffee. And unless you want to pay like $24 for a couple, not even a full pound of coffee from a brand I've never heard of.
I still got tons of coffee here. I just went to Walmart earlier today and the whole shelf is stocked, completely full.
You must have got there. Hey, Tripper, how you doing?
Hey,
Tripper. What's on, Tripper?
Thank you for coming. We're discussing, coffee is right now is what we're discussing right now, and this person here is really good at coffee, especially backpacking coffee.
I try.
Now, what do you do for people who drink tea? Do you have anybody who you hike with that might be a tea drinker? Because
mainly my hikes have been solo. But a lot of the things that I do for coffee can actually double and translate into tea as well. Okay. But for the most part, the people I know that do tea, they'll like to use the stainless mesh infuser balls. You can just get one of those to drop them in.
Yeah.
Because tea's different in coffee in the sense of coffee, it's harder to use stainless mesh because the grounds can get through it easier.
Right.
Where tea is more of your loose leaf. It's not ground fine.
Right.
It's just a little bit bigger, so it doesn't get out the same way.
I pick up Jenny tea infusers wherever I find them.
Well,
one of my favorite ones for her is a little metal tea kettle.
Mandy.
Mandy, the link is at the top of the chat on the YouTube side. So if you want to click in. I don't know. I think Jason's just not feeling well today.
He's having an episode.
Is he okay?
Not at the moment.
Okay, just keep us informed, please.
Yeah, I went to go check on him,
Okay.
and his tablet started going off,
Okay.
making terrible noises.
That's not good.
Mhm.
Now we're discussing coffee right now, Molly. So, yeah, we were. He's going to be sending out the prize that I won. So I look forward to it, and so does Jenny, because if I have to have some, she's got to have some.
Right.
I can't get away with having good coffee in this house because she would take it from me too.
No, I'm share it with you.
Okay, if I got it, you would share it with me.
Yes,
You hear that?
that's why we're married. You have to share stuff.
You don't have to share your cream with me, hon. Nope,
Well,
not at
that's
all.
Because you don't like it.
That's true. I like my coffee black.
Well, you like your coffee with sugar.
Yeah, but it's still black.
No, he likes sugar. He likes coffee with his sugar.
Yeah, I had a friend like that one time. Used to pour a cup of coffee and then fill it halfway with sugar. Pretty much isn't coffee at that point. It's like 50. At that point, it's literally 50% sugar, 25% coffee, 25% water.
Let Mandy in.
Okay, if I have to, yes.
Wow. Just wow.
Mandy, I always have to. That's the thing.
No, you
still have it
don't.
right here,
You've
Jeff.
just proved that.
No, you are a part of the family. You have to be in here. And I was actually talking about you earlier.
It was all bad things, trust me.
I was about to say that's kind of scary.
No, I mean,
Oh.
we're missing Jason right now because he's not feeling well. But
Yeah, I heard Molly say that. Hello, Molly. Hello,
Hello.
J2. Hello, Cliffy. Hello, Jeff.
Oh, you forgot somebody.
Hi, Jenny.
I'm in.
Jenny. Love you, Jenny.
Love you too.
You guys are amazing. I need some help from some advice from those who are more computer savvy than I, which is pretty much everybody. I got one of these.
USB flash drive. Okay.
It's I'm not sure how big is this.
Just an external storage.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how big it is.
Open it.
Oh, it says 512 gigabyte.
Throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
What do you throw it in the trash?
You're
Throw it
not
in the
going to be
trash.
able to hold much on that or save much
512
on it.
gigs?
Oh, gigabyte. No,
Gigabyte.
Yeah, just get a
You
terabyte
want-
hard drive.
Yeah, you need a 1 or 2 terabyte.
There's what it is.
512 Gs. Yeah, that'll hold a lot, I guess.
I'm not even sure how much. I mean, I'm still learning what I got on this thing.
I
Hi,
think
Mike.
for my micro SDs for my phone, I was putting 64 gig on there, and those things usually filled up after about 2 months.
I don't know. I've never
got-
used one before.
I've
I was
got,
thinking about
I've
using
got.
it for my when I get videos down on this
Spiders.
thing, but I haven't got my GoPro paired with this or anything like that yet. That's in the future. I'm working on it.
Okay, this is what I got.
Oh, you got a separate data bank.
Yeah, she's got looks like the 1 or 2 terabyte external
I think
hard
it's
drive.
1. If I remember correctly. I have a 2 terabyte somewhere, but I think this one's the 1 terabyte. But that has all my photos, the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of photos on
Hey,
it.
Mike.
Oh, thanks, Tripper. I really appreciate it. I mean, I have not.
Tripper.
I mean, this is the second computer in over a month I've actually had. Just to let you know, Tripper, because I had an Acer, which I got for free through my workplace because I've been working there for so long. It died less than a month later, and I got this one just the other day.
I'm not very high tech either, Mike. I go to my brother. It's like, what do I need? And he goes, okay, well, you need this, 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 and this.
Well,
Okay, well, how much is it going to cost me? And can you get it and just let me know how much it costs so I don't get the wrong one?
well, I'm gonna
Don't
be
feed pics on the internet. You'll make
right
money
now.
fast.
My favorite experts are the bearded eagle and AT.
Go IT.
Get with Gil.
You know what?
He used to be on Mark's channel all the time. Older dude, real
I don't
tech
think I
savvy.
know him.
Goes by the name of something prepper. Come on, brain.
You've got a brain?
It's in there somewhere. It's buried under all the cheese puffs.
That you're eating with chopsticks.
Right.
You missed it earlier. I was eating them with candy bars.
I just realized the other week, Colin, bearded eagle does not live far at all from me.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, didn't
He's
you say
only
he
like
lives,
an hour and a
2
half
hours?
from me.
Yeah.
That's cool. Maybe
Molly,
No. Everybody hit the thumbs up, the thumbs down button. Just kidding.
What?
Well, speaking of which, I don't know if I thumbs up the new one yet. Oh, there we go.
I don't think I've done it either.
I auto did it because it was the first thing that popped up. And
I
Colin,
haven't even
as
done
you
my
can
own
see,
yet.
I am drinking tonight's beverage out of a nondescript container. Does say clean canteen, but you can't tell what it is because it looks just like a water bottle.
I've got coffee. I'm trying to wake up.
It's fluids of some kind.
It's spicy. It's a high octane tea. My usual.
Okay.
Now that I don't feel like being buried alive under sand and water, I can actually.
I gotta ask Tripper something. What's your favorite kind of coffee, Tripper, when you go back country?
Did you get a haircut, Cliff?
Yes, I did.
No, he got his ears lowered.
Also got my neck
a little
thickened,
smarty
too.
pants
can
tonight,
see.
Colin.
No,
my neck thickened.
It's a military term. It's called getting your ears lowered. We don't call it a haircut. They call it getting your ears lowered.
Well, that's just strange.
It's the old shaving haircut.
Military people are strange.
Not
Yep,
always.
They use what is it? They use a 0 to a 1, and then you get it high and tight.
High and tight.
High and tight. Basically, you shave everything off the top. You leave like
A little
I don't know,
strip.
like a fraction of an inch, and then you
Well,
just
buzz cut.
shave everything off, and it's done.
Yep. But the thing is, not everybody can pull it off. That look off though.
No, I kind of like my hair the way it is. Thanks.
I've
That's
actually
so
seen
much.
a couple of women do it. A couple. So it's not.
Yep. Not
It's
me.
not exclusive.
We're not
to guys.
talking G.I. Jane either. I mean,
No, they shaved her head.
that's what I'm saying. We're not pulling a G.I. Jane. I mean, like
I've
you said,
seen that movie. That was just. Ugh.
there are very few women that can pull that off. I think Sinead O'Connor is one of them, and then the chick from all the Aliens movies.
Yes, Tripper. Go to Nescafe.
Sigourney Weaver is
Yes.
what Jenny said. Okay, instant coffee. Okay, you can keep your Nescafe. Viva la
Yeah,
Coffee.
Nescafe
I've seen
is
that
not
one. I
bad.
don't know anything about that one.
Viva La Coffee?
I've seen it. I've not tried it yet.
Well, he said it was suggested by me, and I don't actually know what Viva La Coffee is. You mean Cafe Bustelo?
This is the only instant coffee I go with.
Oh, that's funny.
This only thing I wish is, which I can never figure out, is why do they go with only 7 packets in here? Not
Is it
8.
7 or 8?
I mean, I end up putting at least 2 or 3 in my cup in order to get some decent strength. But
Tripper says it was a IG conversation between you and him, apparently, Jason.
Okay.
no, he's gonna message him. On
Oh,
his-
Yeah.
I got you.
No, Tripper also says his home coffee is Three Sisters, and that's kind of funny because that's usually a planting scenario where you get beans, corn, and squash.
Right. But if anybody's ever tried Three Sisters coffee besides him, can someone at least speak up and tell me about it? Because I'm kind of curious now.
I think I've tried it. I just don't remember when.
Give me a
The
second. I
name
am going
sounds
to look that
really
up.
familiar.
Okay, I am not that one, not that one. Oh,
Nope, never tried it.
there's a Kicking Horse Coffee that has a Three Sisters blend.
I'm not kicking a horse. Those things kick back.
Yes,
They
they
hurt.
do. Okay, here it is. Sisters Coffee. I'm not sure if that's the same thing or not. I need more information.
Sisters blend. No, it's probably Sisters blend.
Three Sisters Coffee. Found it. It's based off the Three Peaks in Kodiak, Alaska. Yeah, they're from Kodiak, Alaska.
It's basically light, medium, and dark roast all squished into one container.
Possibly. I don't know. They don't have any products to show, and I'm trying to shop. What's the whole point of having a menu if you can't shop?
Yeah, Three Sisters Coffee Co. LLC. That's the one.
I'm looking at their menu. They have a good menu, but they need more than just bagels.
Oh wow. Well, they have a drive-through. Ooh, hey, look, menu.
Be right back, folks.
What are you talking? Oh, they don't got pictures for the menu, but they have a menu.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was talking about.
Boo-boo.
Sludge cup. Oh, yeah. If you want to have a heart attack, you can drink a sludge cup. So that's pretty much like probably one drip away from an espresso, which I'm surprised they don't have. Steamer, as long as it's not done in Cleveland, I'm all right with
What
that.
about
Okay. You won't be missed. I'm being nice, don't worry. Ooh, you can pay $1.25 for a juice box. Okay, so why is a steamer on here twice? Well, it's on the kids menu too. So what? The crumpet is a steamer. And I'm not talking about a trunk or a train. Let's see what's this called. Oh my god, it gave me coffee steamers. You bilge pump. It's basically milk and sugar. Milk and syrup. Okay, that's why it's on the kids menu. All right, go ahead. Give your kids a shit ton of sugar for $2.50. What? Sprite.
Okay,
Bottle
that's
of
what I was
juice.
thinking. That's what I was thinking about Country Tripper. Because I saw the comment that you sent me on Instagram, and I was like, huh? Oh, I just noticed. It looks like my oh, look at me. I'm sleeping. Aren't I precious?
Did you
My
freeze?
camera froze. Yeah, my camera froze, and it looks like I'm asleep. When Colin comes back, I'm going to be quiet. Yeah, I froze a little bit.
I heard.
I don't think you froze a little bit.
It's just a little bit.
Is that the dog in the background, or is that like just your wall holding onto a hat?
In
On
my
the
pic,
vent?
on the vent. Oh no, that's no, that's a shirt. That's on
Wasn't it
top
on-
of the bag.
Oh,
Oh,
that's like
Cass-
a bag blended in with a wall. I was like, what the heck?
Backcountry Tripper says it was Cafe Bustelo.
Yeah. Yeah, because he sent me that message on Instagram, and I was looking at the screenshot, and I'm like, so then I started going through my YouTube trying to find where it was at. Like, wait a minute, which, I vaguely remember because we've had several conversations before.
Yeah, I've seen that at Walmart.
It's pretty good. I like it for
Comes in
instant
bricks, right? Little bricks.
You can get it in a little package, just like I'll tell you what. Let me fix my camera.
Okay.
And I know I've got a box around here somewhere, and I'll show you. It's just kind of like the folders. You can get it in a single packets. They have
I've
it.
seen them in like the
instant
compressed vacuum sealed bricks.
Yeah, that's not the instant one though. That's like their ground coffee.
Right. Fix your camera, and then we'll get right on that.
Do.
Just turn
Yes,
the camera
folks.
off, Jason, and
He's
turn it right
actually
back on.
asleep. You just don't realize it.
Right.
And he's a very good ventriloquist too. So there's that too.
In the meantime, look at my new logo. Oh.
Yep. And we're gonna do this, and
yes.
we're gonna exit solo.
He changed the A and the T for the font because the font that he had on there previously looked weird.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't notice that? Going
Uh-uh.
back on Big Screen, he changed the A and the T because the font that he had on there last week,
Yeah.
T almost looked like an S.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Yeah,
like it was,
He's got a little like it's sort of like calligraphy, but not quite.
Actually, the font I have on my YouTube, this is the old font that's up here now. The YouTube is a bigger, more straight font than this one.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm looking at both.
Yeah, the YouTube's a bit. I just hadn't gotten around to changing it on the StreamYard.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Mac is playing with his tinsel ball. With us having laminate floors, he slides everywhere.
oh yeah, Cats will do it on wood floors. You might just have to refresh, Jason.
I think he did. He's
Yeah.
gone.
We popped back up and it was still frozen. This camera had an issue.
Now, what's your favorite? If you haven't been backpacking in a long time, Cliff, I know, but if you were to go now, what would you take with you?
Depends on whether I'm going long distance or like 30 feet from my car.
Actual
Where'd JT
backpacking
go?
trip, multiple days.
Well, I can go winter camping. The problem is I don't have full winter gear. I can modify the stuff that I have to work in the winter. You weren't frozen, Jason.
Hi, Tiny.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tiny. I sent her.
Summer,
I sent her a link. I
lightweight
forgot to
stuff.
switch her the new link because we were having issues. My fault, totally, but issues.
Would also depend on the season I'm going into: spring, fall, winter,
Well,
summer.
your choice. I mean, if you're going, say, in just
Go
after
summer.
spring, early summer,
Yeah, go summer first. What would you do summer?
because I would do different coffees and
Take
stuff.
a
for different
sheet, a
seasons.
mesh tent, and a tarp, and that would be it. And like a sleeping
What kind of
bag.
coffee would you take?
Yeah,
I don't
coffee.
drink coffee.
Oh,
Okay, so what would you take drink wise besides water?
I'd either take water, Tang, or like.
Okay, Tang's that's an option.
The problem is they don't really make Tang in singles, which is annoying. But
They do. They do.
They make the Nest Tea. I can do the Nest Tea singles. Those ones are decent. But to be honest, I would
Yes,
just
they
take
do.
one or two of these.
They do make Tang singles to go. They're packets. And they sell
I
them
like
on Amazon.
Folgers too.
never tried Folgers.
Yeah, I'd probably just honestly, I would just take like a bottle or two of the Mio, and then
Okay,
just go
those
with
are
that.
cool.
So just like the Folgers, you can get it these single packs, but it comes in a box of like 8 of them, I think it is.
Oh, I think that's one thing I did never understood about why the Folgers is a pack of 7 instead of 8. It doesn't make sense.
I'm pretty sure there's 8 in a pack of these. I don't have the box up here. I've got a box of it downstairs. But yeah, it's like 8 of them in a pack, and I think the pack's like $1.29 at most, something like that. So yeah.
The only other thing I like using is the Folgers singles.
Oh yeah, the tea
The
bag.
tea bag singles. Those are really, really good. And the fact is, when they dry out, they make really good fire starters.
So my only problem I have with Folgers in general was Folgers is what I always drank back when I used to drink my coffee with cream and sugar.
Right.
So when I drink Folgers now, it doesn't seem right not to have cream and sugar in it. And since I don't drink cream and sugar, it makes it really hard for me to drink Folgers.
Personal preference, understandable. But you can always throw something else in it. Whiskey is always your friend.
Who had that ringtone?
Not
What
me.
do you mean?
Sorry.
It's
Smiley.
not Mandy this time.
No.
I swear to God, that was the Rugrats ringtone.
It is. He's got to wait for the whole thing.
I haven't watched Rugrats in like 2 decades. I don't even know how the heck I recognize that sound. I'm just like, why? I'm like, who? Like, how did you even find a Rugrats theme download for a ringtone?
Hey, Cliff, I posted something in the chat for you.
Tingles. I probably have them at Walmart. I just never pay attention because I never bother with looking for them.
Well, you said
guess
they
they do.
didn't make them. They do. I've seen them.
We come in packs of 6. That's what $6.30. I'm basically paying $1 freaking.
That's on Amazon though. I just found them on. They also have the little liquid drink mix.
Yeah,
the squirt things like you like so much.
I love how one says Tang powdered mix, the other one says Welch's grape juice mix. 0 sugar powder, no thanks.
Well, they got
It's not
some
like I
with
don't have an
sugar.
endless supply of them stupid cans in my house anyway.
There's different ones. They got some with sugar, some without.
No,
Well,
anything
it's-
without sugar ought to be like removed from stores because that stuff just tastes weird.
They do. Actually, they have
Space OJ, Jeff. It's the wave of the future.
That's what Backcountry Tripper sent me a picture of the box for Cafe.
Was that an 8 pack? Yep, 8 count.
Give me a second. Okay, how many's in it? Is it an 8 count?
Yeah.
An 8.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Tripper. I really appreciate it.
Tiny, you really can't find the Folger singles where you're at?
I actually was at the Walmart just the other day, and I saw Folger singles. I used to get them all the time because I thought they were a lot easier to work with.
Hey, Lori.
Hey.
I'm trying to log in here.
So unfortunate news for me. I missed my meeting with Tiger the other day. Yesterday.
With who?
Tiger
who?
Tiger Muskie.
Oh. Why is
He
that?
actually lives like 10 minutes from me. Like we literally live in the same town. I was gonna go meet up with him on Wednesday, but I was stuck at the dealership for like an hour and a half trying to get stuff taken care of so I can get my license plates.
Are you getting personalized plates or anything like that, or no?
Dude, I'm not spending $500 for a license plate to get a personalized license plate.
Yeah, I take them camping too, Tiny. And congratulations again on your wins on Tuesday. Bingo was fun. We just got to figure out a way to do it better.
Why? How you were doing it was pretty good. I liked it.
But
Yeah.
I do got to send this to Colin when I send him the next care package.
What is it?
1/2 ounce lead weight.
Is that for like a sinker?
Nope. Tire balance weight.
What would I need it for?
You have the mold, you
What
spaz.
is going on?
I thought you had the mold for the 22, and my camera decided
Okay.
went all cut. Split finger. Now I'm gonna have to do it the fun way.
I spazzed. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to click on my YouTube site and I ended up hitting the wrong button.
I thought you had your lead weight your melting system for your to make pellets.
No, not yet. The one who has that is Will, actually, who can make pellets.
Guess I'll hold on to this.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if it's lead or not. I didn't test it. Never
If
mind.
it's pure, it'd be a whole different ballgame.
Can't send it.
Why not? Is it silver? Oh, steel.
Yep, it's a steel weight. Doesn't mean I can't drill 2 holes in there and use that as a 1/2 ounce sinker of some sort.
Right.
I thought it was one of the lead ones, but no, that one looks like a manufacturer's one. So yeah, I guess it would be steel. I can't believe I didn't bother to test that for 2 days until just now. That's dumb.
There's a place right next down the mini mall where Jenny works, that is a Firestone repair shop, and you can find balance weights pretty much all the time in the back parking lot.
Well, yeah, they just chuck them out there.
Yep. But if the thing is, you can use them for fishing as well as pretty much anything else. I think if someone had the right mentality, they could probably make slugs for slingshots. I think that would be a really good deal for those people who do slingshots. Yes, you can get ball bearings, but if you can get your own little lead shots and use that instead, save yourself some hassle.
Yeah, probably.
If you got a sinker mold and didn't use those, oh man, that would be all you need to make shot for your slingshots.
Yeah, barrel sinker mold will actually work pretty good.
I think it would be good for a small game at the very least, depending on the size of your slingshot, obviously.
Yeah, they do make sinker molds. So
I've seen the round sinker molds, the really big ones. Like really big ones. That's something people depends on what you're carrying with you on the trail or something like that. Me, I've got my folding sleep, my collapsible fishing pole that I take with me. I don't know if AT ever took fishing equipment with him or not. I always like having the option of having to get, if I can get extra food on the trail without having to carry it, do that.
So that's why you go with the clay shot. The clay shot doesn't weigh much. Because you can walk around with a whole container of like 500 rounds of a clay shot versus like your standard container, your little standard round container of like lead sinkers.
Right.
That container of lead sinkers probably weighs exactly what that whole container of clay shot weighs.
Probably.
And that clay shot's biodegradable.
I've seen people bring marbles.
Marbles get expensive because it's blown glass.
People find them at the weirdest places like secondhand stores, Dollar Trees, that kind of thing, where you get a whole bag of marbles for like next to nothing.
Yeah, they're usually like $2 or $3. I think I found some at my Dollar Tree a while back, and I think it was like a bag of 50 for like $4.
Well, if you unless you want to get ball bearings, and that's a whole different ball game.
Those get expensive. Steel bearings are ridiculously expensive.
Well, I've seen the ceramic ones people get.
I wouldn't do ceramic mainly just because
Set it down.
it's like throwing parts of your toilet at something. That's just to me, that's what it feels like. It's throwing round bits of toilet at things. I'd rather just go with the clay ones. If you're gonna knock, at least you can knock it out of the tree, and if you have a spear or whatever on you, you can, end it that way.
Well, at least if you got steel shot or something like that, you can get one of those magnetic pouches for, pulling out your next shot, and then they hold your slingshot at the same time. I found a pouch on Walmart.
South's got a question for you, Colin. He's asking if, while you're out in the woods, if you have any 2A. Pew-pews. Lead spreaders.
Not pistols. I only have one handheld, and that's what's it called? It's a crossman pistol thing, but I don't use.
Airsoft.
No, this is a pellet pistol, old school. But other than that, I carry bows, and if I really needed to go backcountry, I got my rifle, but that's about it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna check out and go check on Jason.
Okay. Tell him what you're thinking about him, and hope he feels better soon.
I will.
We miss him.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh man, I really hope Jason's gonna be okay. I think he was talking about that 2A means Second Amendment, right?
Yes.
Okay. Last one?
No.
Oh, by the way, I found out something. In some of those the ones I want to say
Spit it out, Colin.
Toys that shoot the big round foam balls.
Oh, the Nerf ones?
Yeah, the little round balls are about that big. They fit those things, the cheese balls. And it's
Yeah,
been
they're about the
tested.
same size.
They shoot those out of those.
They're the same size.
Because these two guys were actually shooting them and catching them in their mouths, from across the room. That's slingshot ammo?
Clay shot.
Clay shot?
Yep.
What kind of slingshot do you have?
I have. Can I show it up here?
Yes.
Will there be a problem? Okay.
It's not technically considered a
Pew-pews are the
firearm.
only thing we cannot show.
So I've got, this is my simple shot.
Right?
Yeah, you got the Scout LT.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I've got the
so-
exact same one, except mine's the green and brown version.
Okay.
I'm going to show you guys something I found on Walmart. You probably
Now-
already have one, probably, but
Now,
about
a quick,
magnetic pouch for slingshots.
so let me show you what I use for my slingshot pouch. I picked this up from PetSmart. It's a dog treat bag.
Hey, whatever works.
So it is magnetic at the top. So it does magnetic close. It's got a zipper on here as well. But I can put my clay here. I can also put this here or whatever steel shot. Or if I want to take clay and steel, I could separate them with the zipper. And you'll see that the zipper is sealed.
That's
So
a
the-
waterproof YKK
waterproof.
zipper.
Yep.
That's pretty
So
cool.
yeah. And it's got the clips on the back where you can put it on belt or you can put it on your molly straps or whatever.
Nice.
And it's even got areas in the back where you can clip it other ways as well.
Oh,
Nice.
I
And
got
I think
to show you real
$10. It wasn't too expensive.
Yeah, probably what, like $14?
10 to 14, something like that.
Sorry, I think I showed you this before, AT, I think, but this is what I picked up from a hotel room. The single shot coffee deals. People overlook getting these from hotels all the time.
Is that the one that's got like a little pack of sugar and a little pack of creamer inside the packet?
That's the accessory pack. This is the actual coffee itself. It's a little pod, single pod, but it's still coffee, and people just throw these out generally because they don't pay attention to these. Don't touch their coffee makers.
It's one of the first things that I drink when I'm at a hotel. There ain't none to take home because I drink it.
Not everybody does, but if you don't get around to using your coffee, grab it, take it with you. It's required. It's allowed to do that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, a lot of people they see that there, and if they don't drink coffee, if they take it, they feel like they're stealing. Technically, not technically, theoretically, by all rights, you've actually paid for it. You're paying for the room. Any accessories that they put in there is complimentary. So the soaps, the shampoos, all of that stuff. If you take it with you, put it in your bag or put it in your car. Letters Trapper, Tripper, sorry.
I'm gonna make sure.
Put it in your bag.
I'm gonna.
If you do not have the do not disturb thing on your sign, the maids will come in. They will clean everything, and they will refresh and restock all your supplies. That includes your coffee, your bar of soap, the like one or two that you might have, your coffee, all of that. You just keep doing that every 2 or 3 days. If you're in a hotel room for like a whole week,
or a month
every
and a
other
half,
day, or like 6 months. In that dude's case, you stock up on that stuff. You take it because you're technically already paying for it.
right?
So every other day, you just take it and you take the sign off your door so they can remake your stuff. You basically get a free supply, but it's not really free because you're paying essentially room and board.
Yep.
But if you don't drink this stuff,
it is complimentary. You could take and put in your bag, whatever. The accessory packets. Grab those. They got creamer. They have sugar. Everything you need.
they usually have a fork, a knife, and a spoon in there, which is really weird.
The little stir straw thing, whatever.
Yep.
But I try to snag those too. So if anybody's going to any hotels soon, please grab those. I will take them off your hands because I want as many different, types of these things you can get because They're great for backpacking. Yeah. And emergency for your emergency stuff too. Yep. Check out Backcountry Tripper. I posted the link. I've already was following them already, but for the people who are not, please do. And I'm getting ready to open up my little teeny bottle of pear cider.
Woohoo!
Well, see, Jason, what you need to do is you need to sign up for Simple Shots notifications.
Oh, I get them. They spam the crap out of me.
Did you just get the one for the Instagram update one?
Possibly. I've not checked. My phone was going off a second ago, so I might.
That's probably the Simple Shots one. I just got one for the December slingshot deal.
Gotcha.
You guys can go ahead and do that. I am terrible at slingshots.
Oh, I am too, but I'm working on getting better.
I almost took out a pigeon the other day from my front yard, and that's only like halfway through my yard. I almost took him out.
I mean, I think if I could try to do like a sling bow setup with it with an arrow, I'd probably be a lot better at it. But
Simple Shot has an actual setup that you can do sling bow with.
I've come this close to buying it, like this close to buying it.
What happened?
Because it's nice. The hammer, I think they call that one.
Yep.
What happened? Why didn't you get it?
I can't remember why. I came out like that close. Like I had everything in the cart. There's no telling why. I always have a good reason why I put things off.
Because the price was like almost $200. That's why.
I think that when I was looking at it, I think it was on sale, but it was still over $100. But
yeah, no, the slingshot, the setup, and all the accessories for that, because you need everything for it. By the time you're done, it's like almost $200.
Oh, I know. Well, I think what I was going to do was I was looking at getting another slingshot, and I was looking at getting the hammer because I could get the hammer without the other accessories and add those on later. But I didn't want to do that because I was like, if I do it, I probably will never go back and buy the sling bow accessories.
Yep.
And then by the time I added those on, it was really up there in price. I think that's why I was like, no, I'll hold off a little bit. That on top of the fact that, I've already got 2 slingshots that I don't get to use as much as I would like to. I was like, I got to get my target practice situation set up better before I go blow a lot of more money on slingshots.
Oh, I got tons of targets in my yard. They fly in and try to eat all the bird food.
Well, my problem is I got neighbors directly behind me, and I know Colin's you told me about it before, Colin. You've given me suggestions on it, so I've just not gotten around to being able to do it. I got so much stuff going on right now that it's kind of insane.
Well, I can help you with a very simple, cheap design that is very durable that would work for what your situation is.
All he needs is a tarp and a moving blanket, a large size moving blanket and a large tarp.
Or if you know somebody's got any spare carpeting, so you see somebody taking out the carpeting of their house.
Carpeting's too heavy.
It may be heavy, but it works. It'll stop most bows even. But
well, see, with a slingshot, all you're doing is because if we've got clay shot, so that stuff, as long as it doesn't shatter, it'll just drop to the ground, and he can just collect it off the ground and just keep using it.
Maybe you put some magnets in there to catch them.
You can catch clay with a magnet.
No, unless he's using steel shot.
That's why I use clay shots. I don't have to worry about it. It hits the ground and biodegrades, and don't have to worry about not finding them all.
Could you imagine if somebody made one with making like bird seed or some kind of flower seeds that you could use to hunt with? That when it hits the ground, it could grow something when it's done.
I have to head off. I've got to get ready for work.
Okay, Danny. Thank you for coming.
Jumping out early.
Bye, everyone.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye. Say bye. Love.
Bye, Cliff. Goodbye. Bye, Danny. Bye, Joji. Love you all.
Love
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Oh, I gotta check my Facebook Messenger.
Now there's companies out there that actually make clay pellet balls. They're just slightly smaller than a golf ball, and they drop them from airplanes and helicopters out in like remote areas where they have trees. And when those things hit the ground, they bury themselves like a good inch or 2 in the ground. And then when they get rainy season, the little seed ball, because it's a seed ball, it's got the seeds dead center of it, and then like the outer casing is like a fertilizer, and then like a clay outer casing. The clay will dissolve during rain.
Can Can you imagine hunting with those?
You'd need a watermelon. I mean, not a watermelon, a water balloon slingshot.
Well, or something similar. I mean, it doesn't have to be something that big, obviously.
Well, no, I'm just saying that they do technically make those seed pellets, and they usually have, probably 2 or 3 seeds or 4 seeds per pellet, and they just drop them over
heard about
hundreds
it
of
before,
miles
but-
of like desolated areas to try to get the tree growth population up.
Get the ecosystem back on track.
Yeah. Because the problem is when you don't have any trees, nothing else grows under there. It's when you start getting the trees and they start providing shade.
Oh, guys, I'm going to show you something real quick. Something that Jeff showed me.
Expensive slingshot.
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I got to.
Oh, the one that Jeff's talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I used to make those when I was a kid. You just get a piece of wrought iron and bend it, and I just weld it to a piece of rebar.
Yeah, but it said it came with the house.
That's
Buy
why
the house to get it.
You're good luck getting a tube off without cutting it off with a knife. And
Or
getting them off is
cutting-
even worse.
I'm not sure how it even got it secured or anything like that.
That's literally the old school, like 80s, 90s style slingshot. That's what
That
they
might be
made back in the day.
70s. That might be 70s with that kind of setup.
Hey,
So-
Jeff,
so-
stick a magnet to it. If it sticks, it's not stainless.
It could be aluminum.
Nah, they ain't gonna make aluminum that way.
No,
I
I
will
was
bend
looking
way
at
too easy.
slingshots because we were discussing them and everything, and I was looking on Pathfinder, the Self-Reliance Outfitters,
Yeah.
Dave Canterbury, and it was under his hunting gear stuff. But
That's
Or
because
is it under
he's got a sling bow set up for his. That's why.
I'm trying to see if I can find that set up on the site, but I can't find it right now.
This is the one I need to get me, Jason. Is that bright orange one?
I came really close to getting the bright orange. But what I did was so I got the Sparrow that they've got as well.
Yeah, that
And I
one.
got
They've got that one with permission from Zach Fowler.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
You
a
were-
collaboration they did with
Yeah.
them. Yeah, and I got that one in the bright orange. And I got these at the same time because it was like a couple years ago, and they were doing a sale, and it was right around my birthday. So I was like, yep. And then I had just like signed up, so I had my extra 10, 15, 20% off, whatever it was, for signing up for the newsletter.
Yeah, see this one here, Colin. This is the hammer. This is the XT version, and this is the one you can modify to put the sling bow
Right.
attachment on. But by the time you're said and done with all of that, you're like looking at almost $200 for it. Because
Yeah.
the
But
hammer
remember-
itself is like $85-$90.
But remember, how much money I've spent on bows.
Oh yeah,
By the way, you're fuzzy again.
I know. I'm fixing it.
Like I said,
Sounds
I would
like
probably
Rivenite.
go mostly with a sling bow setup more than I would than using regular shot, because it's just what I'm comfortable with. And I can, I know how to lead and all that stuff. But I'd have to have the bands almost like nearly impossible to pull back for most people. That's what I'm used to.
That's the only issue that I saw with Simple Shot. Now, is their bands. They have a light, a medium, and like a heavy band, but even that heavy band, I bought some, they are still not nearly as like resistance as your like standard tubular, like your surgical tubing.
Right.
That stuff has way more resistance for pull, because I think their heavy bands were still, I think, maybe 25.
Unless it's 55 and up. I mean, it's not worth it. I mean,
I would. I
would
need
go
to
with
actually
heavier
go
on
on
bands
Fowler's
for-
site.
For a sling bow setup, I wouldn't go any more than like a 55-pound pole, because they would lose a little bit in the release.
Yeah,
you
you're
need
also
that
not
extra
going to be
push.
shooting like 36-inch bows, arrows out of that thing. You're going to be shooting like 28 inches, because
That's what I shoot anyway. I shoot.
you're not going
28.
to be pulling that thing back from ear to ear, or from full pull. Because you're not going to get that full drag on that slingshot band.
I can.
You can, but too much wear and tear on it, they'll actually snap on you.
Right. I've actually had that happen before. But because I'm used to my bows. I have a little, got a better draw length on there.
Get them shorter and buy a whole box of crossbow bolts. They're lighter.
Yeah, I don't like using short.
You wouldn't do. I mean, really, you don't need to pull back that far. I mean, your standard crossbow is what? Crossbow bolts like 13, 14 inches?
17 inches, I think, or maybe 18. Give me a second. I can take a look.
Yeah, I'm about to Google it.
$15 to
20
22.
inches.
15 to 20.
Yeah, 15 to 22. Yep, got the same thing. So still, I mean, 22 inches, you're pulling even from here to here, from cheek to full pull. I mean, you're not doing your full.
I have a 28 inch draw. And
Even 22 inches max is still way more than enough on a crossbow for a slingshot to take down a lot of things.
Tiny actually mentioned this bow fishing setup.
So actually, I was about to say, Lori, that was actually my intentions when I was looking at doing the sling bow, was to actually go fishing with it.
Right. I want to do a bow fishing just in general. I've got everything but the reel, and I need to get a new arrow, a couple new arrows. That's that's a given.
Yeah, that would be really awesome.
I would love to get everybody together and do bow fishing. Now, here's the thing. What would we do with the fish?
Eat it.
Eat it?
I don't eat fish.
Remember, these are non-game fish we have to eat, not game fish. So they're going to be a little different.
They're going to taste more sandy.
Huh? You guys talk
it still tastes like fish.
Well, you don't eat fish anyway.
No, that's what Jason said. He says it would still taste like fish.
No. I said it's okay to eat fish because they don't have any fillings.
Ooh. He doesn't eat fish anyway. He doesn't like fish.
Yeah, I think we've had that conversation before. I remember that.
Oh,
that's what
there is
happens
a
when
kind
you
of
eat
fish
an
that he
entire box
doesn't eat, though.
of fish sticks.
Well, and the best part is fish is my favorite thing to eat. Like, I actually eat sushi. I wouldn't do it with the type of fish we're talking about bow fishing with, but I love sushi.
I would not eat fish raw. I'm sorry. I've seen
I do
some
it all the
stuff
time.
coming out of fish that you should never see.
So
But
he
that's
eats
also in rivers that-
sashimi because sushi is basically seaweed, rice, and vegetables.
Well, that's a sushi roll. But yeah,
I don't know
eat-
why they call it sushi if there's no fish on it. It's just call it a rice roll, you turd whack.
Yeah, I eat sashimi and nigiri style is my favorite.
What setup would you use for your your sling bow fishing setup? What would what slingshot would you use? What bands? What arrow? That kind of thing.
Well, you
I don't
gotta
have
use
to
the
use it.
Hammer XT because that's really the only one that's got the setup for it. Bands, personally, I would say get the ones that Fowler makes. He laser cuts his own bands, and he's got some ridiculously strong bands.
But his is the flat bands, right?
Yeah,
Well, that's what Simple Shot's going to send you flat bands too, no matter what. They don't have
Okay.
round bands.
I've never used flat bands because I just haven't, so I wouldn't know.
I'm still waiting for Fowler to put out that stupid video from some viewer 3D printed him a freaking 6-band slingshot, and I'm still waiting for him to put out that freaking thing, and that's been like 2 years.
yeah, I remember that.
Don't you have his phone number or something?
No,
Well, that was
Tyler
was
has
Tyler.
Taylor has his phone number.
Tyler
Or
does.
Tyler,
yes.
Tyler, yeah, Taylor. Tyler has his phone number. I don't.
Hey, Cecilia.
I did
Hey,
get
Celia.
the one time I asked him about that was on a live stream, and he actually responded to my comment, but he never made the video, and I'm still waiting on that thing.
If you got a different notification, Cecilia, please forgive me. I had issues, so I had to stop and restart.
Well, Cecilia is still dealing with her internet issues like big time.
Well,
Which I thought
just
they
in
were
case you
supposed to
had
be
trouble,
fixing
so,
that.
I don't know, unless it was besides sending AT there to fix her setup and see, that's the only thing I can think of. He'd find some way to get her really strong internet.
She needs a Wi-Fi booster.
A
She needs
Yagi
her own
antenna.
server.
Hi, Cecilia.
Get a Yagi antenna and bounce off of the neighbor or somebody.
The thing is, her whole neighborhood's the same way because the way they have the internet services where they're at.
No, it's
Get
really funny.
her own server. She could be her own internet service.
No, ask her about it. She's literally said that her neighbor gets better internet signal than she does, and they're like 20 feet apart.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is with a Yagi antenna, you can get anywhere from like 2 to 5+ miles reach off that thing. But with that being said, what I'm talking about doing is theoretical and may or may not be illegal. Actually, it probably is really illegal. So kids, don't try this at home.
So is technically antenna farming.
But remember one thing. She's not in the United States.
Yeah, see, they have a different server than her, so it's whatever her carrier is. They're being stupid.
So that's why I'm saying, if you go, we can send you there to help set her up properly, and she'll be happy. And then we.
What she really needs is about 15 12-foot pieces of. You could probably do aluminum, but most of the time it's steel. Gutter drain or gutter extension pipes. Stick them on the ground, run your wire to all of them, and just run them right to the house.
She's in Canada, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I think they'll let me in and out. There's some places I'm not allowed to go.
Obviously.
Lowe's.
Get low in California. I'm illegal in California.
Why is that? I'm just saying.
Or at least just about anything I would ever have on me is definitely illegal in California.
All right.
Dude, everything in California is illegal.
I am not a California-friendly person. I've had to go a couple of times, and every time I'm like, am I going to make it out of this place?
I was stationed in California for 2 years. I made it out. She has Comwave, which piggybacks on Rogers, but Rogers had a power outage and damage. Oh, that's why. Secondhand internet service.
Yeah, piggybacks is secondhand fiddle on that.
That's why we said get her own server set up. Then she doesn't have to worry about internet anymore. She's her own internet provider. Hey, Ajax.
Hey, Tyler,
I
how's it
was
going?
actually talking to him on Instagram. He saw a couple really nice, a buck and a doe, but he didn't get them, unfortunately. California is great for backpacking. That's about all I can tell you. The redwood forest is amazing.
Yep.
Anywhere but the cities. Just to let you know.
You know what's really good? It's going to be a crying shame.
Huh?
I was going to say, it's going to be a crying shame when they actually allow loggers to finally start going into the redwood forest to cut them trees down. Because them trees are older than dirt itself.
I understand that. I hope
some of them trees are like 300-400 years old, and I do not want to see a 400-year-old redwood that stands 200 feet tall cut down because some a-hole wants to make, $80,000 off one tree.
Or they want to put a mini mall in. And that's all they want. They want parking space. But they're on protected land, which is good at least. But
until somebody decides to give them a butt ton of money, and then they're like, "Oh well, yeah, we can sell off this 40 acres of 200-year-old redwoods that are like 9 feet across."
I'm not going to go into certain person who signed off on national parks being used for oil.
Yeah, let's keep politics out of that one.
That's the only thing I'm going to say. It was associated to what we were talking about, but yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go.
Yeah, they need to stop touching national forests for stupid stuff.
Teddy Roosevelt set those up for a reason.
A lot of the previous sitters of the throne did that on purpose because they knew full well that if we cut down all the trees, we're all going to die within 20 years.
If it's dead, it's different. I mean, that's selective, cutting that is allowed. But that is for preservation of the forest, not just
even
money.
some of those dead standing, dude, when your tree is literally 9 feet straight across, if you drill a hole through the middle of it, that ain't falling over anytime soon. I don't care what anybody says. That thing is rooted to the ground. It's not going anywhere for decades. Hell, that tree will probably stand dead for a millennia before it even falls over due to either wind or erosion.
There's the why her neighbors get better service.
Oh yeah, because their neighbors are freaking rich, apparently.
Apparently so.
Yeah, that's what I hate about phone companies is they keep jacking up the prices to do absolutely nothing with it.
That's why I said you should get her own servers.
Also, what the CEO can line his pocket with another $150,000 a year to do.
What do you think about
nothing?
Mint Mobile?
Other than the owner, I don't know that much about Mint Mobile.
Well, Jenny was talking about possibly going into Mint Mobile. So,
I mean, I approve of the owner. He's a funny guy.
he's one heck of a guy, actually, from what I hear. But they have unlimited plan, unlimited talks, text, nationwide coverage, and 35 gigabytes of 5G and 4G LTE data for $30 a month. And if you could pay $90 for 6 months of service,
That's
and you
pretty
bring
good.
your own phone in, so
Tiny-
that's actually not bad.
I agree, but also disagree with that because loggers don't necessarily manage. They clear cut acres and acres of woodlands, which takes decades to regrow. I can understand if they're taking out dead standing, but a lot of the stuff they pull is still green, live, growing, trying to get bigger. That's why none of our houses last for jack squat nowadays, is because the wood that we're using to make it,
It's quick growth.
if we're lucky, has been growing for 15 years. If we're lucky. You take a 2x4 from the 1960s and you do a clean cross-cut section on it, put a little oil under so you can see the rings. That one 2x4 is probably 40 to 60 years old, which is why most of the buildings that were made in the 1500s to like 1600s, 1700s, they're still standing.
1800s, technically.
Yeah, 1800s. So yeah, all those buildings made with all those boards, and those were cut exactly 2 inches by 4 inches, not this 2 3/4 or 2 5/8 by 1 3/16 BS. It's not even considered a 2.
Actually, a lot of them weren't cut to standard size. They were cut to whatever size the wood they had.
But if you take those boards and you measure them, a lot of them were actually standard 2x4. They were thick boards. They're heavy. I have some in my yard still.
They're extremely heavy.
Yeah, because again, those boards were made from like 150, 200-year-old trees that they didn't when the Industrial Revolution started and they started making everything out of all that junk. But again, that's why all of that stuff is still standing today, even though it's made out of wood.
All right.
That wood is as dense as oak.
So would you go backpacking through a redwood forest?
Oh, I would definitely do it. I'd be cautious as all heck because damn squirrels be dropping pine cones on me.
Oh, you got to watch out for other things than squirrels. But yeah.
No, I'm more concerned with squirrels dropping pine cones and acorns on me. You know how hard it's gonna.
Redwoods are pine trees, technically.
Yeah, still gonna be dropping pine cones. You don't want a solid unopened.
No,
pine
you said
cone.
acorns.
Well, they have oak trees in there too.
No,
it's not just any. Redwoods.
But they're very beautiful though. And just the fact is, I literally first time I got there and seen one, I hugged a tree. I mean, I had impressions of the bark in my arms and on my face and everything else. Everybody laughed at me, but I said, I don't care. That thing.
Oh, I
was-
went through. Yeah, we went. I was little when I went through there, but the problem is my experience. It was warm, and then we had a rainstorm for like an hour, and it turned into a freaking sauna in there.
And where?
In the under the canopy of the redwood forest.
Yeah, I bet. I bet with the needles on the ground and everything, I bet it was well insulated.
Not on the walking paths because the forest management actually maintained those.
I'm at the camp when you were in their tent. You had to put it on. Yes, I am a tree hugger, Cecilia.
No, even at the campsites, they maintain cleanliness. So you're putting anything down bare ground.
Okay. Well, that's good. At least that's good for keeping the fires down.
But we had the camper at the time, so we slept in the camper. I'm telling you, man, we've had that camper for like almost 30 something, like nearly 30 years.
How's the canvas on it?
Still in good condition.
How's the wiring?
Still works. That's what we were working on. Remember when I did the video last year of showing the camper that me and my dad were out there working on, or I was helping him working on refixing some of the stuff on there. But everything works. Wiring harness is great.
So yeah, you can feel the vibrations from the tree. Jenny's getting ready to go to bed, folks. I'll be tucking her in a bit. Cecilia says hello. She says hi back.
I'm almost out of my.
AT, are you okay? You're leaning back there. You're looking a little drowsy.
I'm just a little tired. Yeah, it's been a long day.
Oh, I bet. But you got time off. You can take it off and go do something fun. Recharge your batteries, as the saying goes.
Definitely will. Like I said, my biggest thing that I want to try to get accomplished tomorrow before I just kind of chillax is getting the prizes sent out.
I've been looking for them. You know me.
So I'm getting that done, and then I'm going to try to take it easy. And I got to spend time trying to figure out where I'm going for my trip in January, considering where I was going to go. I don't know if I mentioned this the other night, but they are closed for construction until further notice, and it's going to be sometime in February before it's open again.
So you're not going there.
Nope. So I'm working. I got some things. I've got about 5 or 6 tabs pulled up with possible choices, and I've actually got another idea. I might actually go to Carolina Beach State Park.
I'm not familiar with that one.
So this is off of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, here I was going to say it's not in Texas, is it?
No, it's but it's got like a nice wooded area, and I can also go right down to the beach as well and access the beach right there from the campground.
Be careful with something like that. That means if you got access to the beach, that people who are walking the beach can get access to you, and your gear.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm not as worried about that because if I go there, I'm renting a cabin.
Okay, you mentioned that before.
If you really want to keep someone at your campsite, just rig a tripwire with a blank. That thing just needs to go off once, and ain't nobody gonna touch that camp.
You remember those little things you pull apart and go bang?
Yeah,
those work.
Half the time, those things never worked. The string just pulled out, and they just sat there, and they were duds.
Right.
And you had to smack it with a hammer, and then it would explode.
Have you seen the new ones that are fire starters?
Yeah, I have one.
Yes. No, here's the thing. You have it set up where you have it in your fire pit, wherever you're at, and someone trips it, and it lights the fire.
Those things take too long to light the fire, to be honest. And you have to have it around a log, and you have to have the logs buried.
No, I understand that. You have it set up in advance, though. If someone trips that, it starts the fire. They would freak out as a fire starting up from nowhere. But that's just my suggestion. No, no, we have not seen that video yet, Cecilia. If you could post the link to it, I'm sure we'll get to it. And I'm so sorry. I probably did on my other computer, but it's just weird. I'm trying to get used to this one. I'm probably going to ask you more in a few tips and tricks, AT, just to let you know, because I don't have a clue about this computer other than I tried to get it off of what was the name of it?
eBay.
No,
Cortana?
it's the server, Edge, Microsoft Edge.
Oh yeah, trying to use a different browser.
I do not like Edge.
Okay.
I got. It took me a while with Jenny's help. We got Chrome on here. I prefer Chrome because it works for me.
But when
I
you
don't
click on
really-
links, it opens an Edge, right?
Huh?
But when you click on links, it opens up an Edge.
Yeah. Anything. I had to take it off of safe mode in order to get it to allow me to even do anything with Chrome.
No, I never even did that on mine. And once I got, I just Googled literally when I had because when I got this computer,
It didn't have Chrome on it.
oh, I know
Hey.
neither did mine, but I still had Microsoft on here, so I went through the or not what was that stupid link from
Hey Cliff, what version of Windows are you on?
8.1?
Yeah, so Colan's on 11, and
Or
are you
10.
10 or 11? Are you sure?
I think. Well, let me double check. I have to.
11's been out for like a year now.
Let me check.
Yeah, I think as January 1st they're getting rid of whatever, so I'm gonna have to actually upgrade to Windows 11.
I'm trying to find out information because I don't know where everything is at.
So click the Windows button and then just type this, and you should see something pop up that says this PC. And then if you right click on that and go to properties, that'll pull up your system information.
Yeah, I don't remember what I did. I just automatically Googled whatever website I had in a server name at the time, and I just clicked that, and then I got rid of that and deleted it because they were getting rid of the service anyway at the end of the year. And then I've had Google Chrome even before that ended though. But you just literally Google Chrome and download it and set that as your main server or a search server.
Yeah, I got a Windows 11.
Okay. And see,
You need
Windows
to do
11,
Firefox.
to get things locked down, you've got to really go out of your way in order to change a few things, like setting your default web browser. You can put another web browser up, but you got to do certain things to actually keep it from
It
edge up. Yeah.
finally, it took me 2 days, but I got that taken care of. We had to take it out of safe mode before they wouldn't even let us do anything like that. Then I removed Edge from pretty much everything I'm not using because I don't like it. It interferes with everything I'm doing, and I don't want anything to interfere with what I'm doing.
Okay. So I'm grabbing that link now.
Okay, I am going to click on that link myself and save it for watching it. Oh, I did. I caught the beginning of this. I didn't see the entire thing, but I will run it in the background. See what's the hats look like. I'm looking to see. I'm fast forwarding through the video.
Ooh, bad Colin.
Ooh, those are nice. He put one on immediately. Jenny needs a new hat, by the way. She lost her hat in Walmart.
Yeah, those hats look good. I like that. That orange is
I look at
fire.
the little booties. I fast forwarded to the booties. Those are kind of cool.
That orange is awesome.
You got scarves. Wow. Cecilia has been really busy.
Right?
I'll be right back, folks. I got to go talk to a man about a hearse.
I miss you already.
Hurry back. Wow. Cecilia, you have been super, super uber busy.
Small bear walking through the hallway.
Yeah, it's awesome looking work, Cecilia. I love it. You did a great job.
That's cool. Like I said, I fast forwarded to the unboxing part.
Yeah, I did that too, just so I could see it. I'll go back and watch it more later.
Yeah. Jenny just finished her one of her couple of her baby blankets already. And she's working on a big throw right now for us. Let me know when you're ready to tuck you in, hon.
You can tuck me in right now.
Oh, I can't tuck you in. You don't have a blanket to tuck you in. You need a whoopee.
I don't have my my backcountry blanket.
You need a whoopee.
A whoopee, like a snuggie?
No, a whoopee, a military whoopee.
Oh, I got you.
It's like a snuggie. It'll work. People go out of a lot of military people will go out of their way for a whoopee.
For some whoopee?
I have returned, and yes, I'm still wearing pants.
I gotta go tuck Jenny in real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
Night, Jenny.
Tuck her in, tuck her in.
Hey, I tuck her in as often as I can. You know that.
Cool. I'll keep my eyes open for it, Cecilia.
Wow.
Wow.
No, I said wow. Can't spell.
I said it too. I just said it differently.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
You said meow.
Well, no, I was doing it. So there's a guy named Al Shafe on YouTube, and they've got a cat named Doris. And every now and then Doris will make an appearance, and when she meows, it sounds like she's saying wow. But she says it right when Al's wife Nicole makes a comment that makes you roll your eyes, and then the cat goes wow, and I'm like, y'all give that cat a treat.
That's funny. Cats are a trip. I can deal with cats. I'm just not a huge cat person.
I'm not either. I'm
I've
a
had
dog
cats
person.
over the years, and they're little terrors.
Yeah, I'm a dog and bird guy. I love my bird.
Did you know that is the aforementioned word?
Going through that thing, remember, we got a cat that likes to come in and out.
The aforementioned word.
Yeah. Bird. Bird.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Jason. If I had to sing the whole song, I would have been
No,
disappointed.
I told you, dude. I'm tired. It's been a long day. It took a minute for that to register.
What'd I miss?
Surfing bird.
What? No, I didn't hear you. My
Jason
hearing
says
is.
he's a dog and a bird cat, and I asked him if the aforementioned word is the bird.
Oh, I was going to show you guys something real quick. That little tinny striker I gave to Jenny. It actually strikes pretty good. Whoever made it did a decent job. See if I can get the spark on here.
Ooh, nice.
That's good sparks for.
That is really good sparks.
Go catch his beard on fire.
Nope.
Yup.
But that's, I mean, it's real flint though. That makes a big difference. But that sparks really well for whoever made it. Did a good job. I just wish they would have had a big one. I'm gonna add some fire starter fuel stuff in here and like stuff. What is it? The little cotton fuel starter deals and some
Vaseline.
Huh?
The cotton with Vaseline.
Something like that. Or the little
Little fire plugs.
Surefire or whatever those little capsule deals. Maybe some
Yeah.
magnesium or something. I don't know.
Oh, the
Man.
magnesium capsules from. Oh, who made those?
I got some from you.
Yeah, I know, but
And I
there's
sent him to him, I think.
the company that makes them. I can't remember who makes them.
But those things work really good for Tinder anyway. Didn't I send them to you, AT?
They make great fire tinder assists.
The difference between Chert and Flint.
Durability of the rock.
Yeah. It just depends on where you're located at. Like where we're at, there is no Flint in this state. Yep, you got your fat wood.
Jason, tell it to go on a diet.
There it is.
Magnesium capsules. Dang, that bag is dirty. One of those capsules popped open.
Yep. But it's still usable. Nothing wrong with it.
Is that the Four Directions Bushcraft bag?
No, no, that's a different one.
Trendy art.
I found them, so I figured they'd work really well. The Four Direction one is the bigger ones. I keep those for here.
I think I have like 2 or 3 more left of those because.
But actually, it's a good question.
Arrowhead.
Yeah, I gave him an arrowhead for a striker.
No, yeah, there's the original dragon.
He got the dragon. Chert refers to cryptocrystalline or polycrystalline quartz that has nodules in limestone, and flint is reserved for materials that forms in chalk or marl. But flint is typically a version of chert. It's spelled with an E, not a U.
I'd love to get a chunk of obsidian, but the problem is you break a piece off of that to try to use that for a flint and steel, and you're going to slice your finger off.
You can use it for a knife. You could use it for an axe. You could use it for shaving if you wanted to. If you were crazy enough to do that.
Break it off. Just hit the right fracture point. Yeah, you get sharp edges off that thing.
Arrowheads. They make awesome arrowheads.
Oh, yeah, they do.
But like I said, this is a piece of flint. You can see it's like a little bit translucent.
Why was that a spicy one? What the heck?
Hey, Backwoods, how you doing?
Hey, Backwoods Misfit, how you doing, bud?
Thank you for coming.
What's going on, Backwoods?
We're actually discussing chert and
like
flint right now. You know, got a little striker for my wife and stuff. She actually has a different piece of flint. I gave her a fatter version. This one right here looks pretty cool. It's got some striations in it and everything else, and it changes color halfway across. But this one here is really sharp and really good for striking. And that's my wife's striker, little tiny little thing.
Just
You
remember,
add some
doesn't matter.
cloth in there and some other stuff. So, what's your preferred method of starting fires besides lighter or matches?
Blowtorch.
The blowtorch little spiker thingy works really well.
Yeah, I've
You
got
have to
one.
do that quite a lot, though. And you have to have some really fluffy tinder.
No, just make a nice little bird nest inside the cup itself. It works great with like jute. Works really great with that. I just hit it like twice, and that jute will catch on fire, and just pop it right down, and good to go.
That should be a standard thing with some people's kits if they want to use flint to get started.
Yeah, I said I've got one.
Method. I mean, if it works for the industries for blowtorches and stuff, why wouldn't you put it in your backpack?
Well, and they only cost like $2 or $3. They're cheap. They're lightweight.
And you can find them in yard sales, secondhand stores, and everything else, even cheaper.
I honestly don't even remember the last time I looked for
A flare would work too, Tiny.
gas welder lighter for that. I don't even remember the last time I tried looking for
Ian,
one.
actually, I think he has one somewhere. We have
I
to
can
put
see
a
Tiny.
new
Lori
flip
says a
though.
flare.
I can see Tiny running around with a flare in each hand, like fire.
No, somebody gave me fire. There's a little TikTok meme somebody did about a little guy with a sparkler.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
That
I
kid
tried
had
lighting a fire with a sparkler once. Doesn't work very well.
You can. Depends on what kind of sparkler you're talking about.
Regular
I've
sparklers.
actually the flare type sparklers. You ever seen those? The ones that have the rainbow colored paper on the
Oh, I
outside. You light it
hate
and
those things.
it like a little mini blowtorch.
Yeah,
Those things are great for fire starters, by the way.
those are the ones that are like really, really wide, right?
They're about maybe that long, about that big around, but they're on the stick. Like a bottle rocket type setup, but they burn like they're little mini torches. Basically, you can blowtorch stuff. So that'd be great for getting a fire going. If you could get some of those, put them in a bag or something. I think that might be something.
The ones that I find the easiest is when you go to the fireworks places. This is going to sound stupid, but they actually do it. They'll sell like an 8 or 10 foot roll of actual fuse.
Yeah.
They're usually like $2 or $3, so you can buy a $3 roll, like a 10-foot roll of and it's the thick fuses. It's not the fast burning ones.
You're talking about the
green
cannon fuses.
Yeah, it's like the green ones. They're like the wrapped green ones, and those ones burn a little slower. You just cut off a 1-inch section and you light that sucker, and you just chuck it under anything fluffy, and that just catches it on fire big time.
That's a good suggestion. Most people, if you find a way, if you can coat that thing in wax or something and then fluff it up when you need it and spark it, then you got.
I wouldn't recommend coating it in wax because the wax is going to impregnate into the filament and actually ruin the gunpowder that's in there.
Well, you need something to make it more waterproof.
Straw. Yeah, just do the waterproof, the little when they seal the ends of the straws, you just cut little pieces, cut off sections of it, and just stick it like 4 or 5 pieces in a straw and just seal it. That way you have like 4 or 5 little 1-inch or half-inch starter pieces.
Oh, you can break them down into their individual strands, is what you're saying, right?
No. You have to cut it. It's an actual fuse. It's not like something you can unwrap. It's just the solid green fuses, but you can cut them into like half-inch sections or 1-inch sections, and then cut your straw to like 1.25 inches, and put like 3 or 4 pieces in the straw. Seal your straw. You got a waterproof container that has 4 fire starters in it.
That's pretty good.
Instead of your standard one, which is usually what everybody uses, is either they use like magnesium powder, or they'll stick the impregnated wax cotton ball in there, or oil cotton ball, whatever.
The petroleum jelly and cotton balls.
Yeah, they'll do that. But this way, you have 4 potential fire starters that really just need a spark to get going. I've actually gotten those things to go with a freaking lens.
Oh, Ian picked up something at a flea market on Sunday. He picked up an Australian trench lighter.
Oh, cool.
Guess how much he paid for it?
50
Probably
cents.
Nothing.
It was a gift.
That's awesome.
I've seen different trench lighters. I've seen French. I've seen German. I've seen American. But I've never either seen nor heard of an Australian one. And it's actually stamped Australia made on the bottom of it. And it actually it opens up really well. And we didn't have any actual lighter fluid, so I used some of my denatured alcohol, but it lit just like that. He had to put a new flint in it, which was easy enough. He had some extra flints, but
Flint you can buy. Those things you can just literally go to the store and buy a freaking wheel of 5 or 6 for like nothing.
he's got some, but it works really well considering the fact that we got it for free is a bonus.
That's pretty awesome.
And also the same one, he actually I'm not sure if he's got it here or not. He picked up a canteen cup with a bunch of stuff in it, plus a knife, fork, and spoon set, Vietnam era setups.
Now, that trench lighter,
and the knife, fork, and spoon set for $5 for everything.
The trench lighter, was that brass?
The what?
The trench lighter, was it brass?
No, it was not brass.
Okay.
This one was actually more like a tin style, and it was old. It was really old. We did see a few brass ones. Those weren't definitely not something we could afford. They were like $40, $50.
Now,
But-
I was like, if they gave him a brass one, that's probably worth some cash.
No, it's not brass.
Okay.
Like I said, it's more tin because it is professionally made. So it's a trench lighter in style, but not trench lighter age-wise. But
So, Cliff, you ditched the chopsticks and went straight up horse style on the cheese balls now, huh?
I can go
Sorry.
back and forth. Don't bother me either way. I can sit there and eat them with.
you know what you need to do, Cliff? You need to do like a fondue with those. Dip them. Extra cheesy.
Not a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese.
Dip them in chocolate.
Welcome back.
That'd be a weird taste.
We're discussing trench lighters and stuff like that now, backwoods. So we're on the fire starting kick, just in a different way. Now, I was wondering about cheese balls and for their fire starting abilities.
Nope.
It's only toasted
Got
now. No, that's just Fritos, I guess, that are really good for that.
You're not going to believe this.
What?
That tasted like a burnt marshmallow. I'm dead serious. That tasted like when you leave your marshmallows and you let them be on fire for too long and you get that nice black crispy edge. That's what that tasted like.
I don't like those. I like mine a light brown.
That is exactly what it tasted like.
I actually like the nice toasted marshmallow.
Now, do anybody ever plan on taking marshmallows? If you can make it up to the get together, AT, that is, I plan on make sure we have stuff for s'mores, just because we have to have s'mores.
What if we have less?
And only if you want to. We're gonna. I don't. Thing is, I'm one of those guys who will probably eat the whole stuff for making s'mores individually, rather than smush everything together and try to eat it that way. I'll eat the marshmallows plain. I'll just chew on the chocolate and nibble on the graham crackers.
It's because I think individually you make less of a mess
Exactly.
than you do when it's all squashed together and melted.
And usually there's somebody who gets one and catches it on fire. They start flinging it, trying to put it out, and it flings itself somewhere else. And
The whole freaking marshmallow just slides right off, and then you got flaming marshmallow going everywhere. Yeah, it had that
exactly.
happen.
That is just scary into itself.
And those
That
things
goes
will burn
back
for a
to
long
the-
time.
That goes back to that video you were talking about, Colin. Someone gave me fire.
How you doing?
I'm
Hey,
doing
Steve.
good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
We're discussing different things. We had coffee earlier. We were talking about coffee earlier and a whole bunch of other stuff. It kind
Well,
of flows.
I haven't really bushcraft much. I have an SE6, and then I played around with that a little bit, and then I got one of those Uberlin rods.
Fair.
Yeah. So I played around with it a little bit, but that's all I have.
Right.
So-
It doesn't take much. I mean, I prefer flint and steel is my preferred method when I'm on the
Yeah.
trail, because it's just I don't have to worry about it running out of fuel. Doesn't have to worry about it getting wet. It works.
Yeah. I haven't.
But you do
made
have to worry
that,
about losing your flint. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can always find another piece of chert or something to use rock wise.
I've never played with that wood yet.
That wood is fun to play with.
Yeah. I would like to find it.
Oh,
Me and Jason are thinking probably the same stupid thing over here.
Mhm.
finding fat wood is actually pretty easy. If depending on if there's a lot of pine in your area or not.
Yeah, no. A lot of cedar.
Cedar is a variation on pine that you would still work.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be able to use cedar pretty decently because that's
You
got
just find an
high
old
resin content.
cedar tree
Yep.
and take a branch or something that's close to the
Bottom.
base of the trunk.
Okay.
That's where all the sap is going to go and settle.
Okay.
And you cut.
You only
that
need about 6-8 inches from the like actual tree to like sticking out, and cut that as close to the tree as physically possible. You should have a high resin content in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that stuff will burn.
All right.
Yeah, because they're all in the same family. So yeah, that would work. And cedar smells so freaking awesome.
Hey, Raven Cat Homestead, how you doing?
Yep, Cecilia is awesome.
Cecilia.
So
I haven't made any of that. What are the tricloth? Is that what they call it?
char cloth.
Char cloth. Yeah.
You need
char cloth.
Basically all you need is an Altoids tin.
Yeah.
That's all you really need.
Yeah.
And you cut off 100% cotton. Don't use a blend. Must be
Well,
cotton.
I have a ton of these, but they don't work very well.
Yeah, those tend to burn.
Yeah.
But you can make your own fire starters really quickly using wax and makeup pads. And makeup pads, you get about 100 makeup pads for $1 at Walmart or any other place that have makeup counters.
Yeah.
I actually have a sleeve of those in the middle console of my car.
They work really well.
That might work. I'll be right back.
You can throw some petroleum jelly on there too, and they'll do the same thing.
Yeah, either one. But I think petroleum jelly might work a little better. But the other one would make it more waterproof.
I would say the petroleum jelly is going to make it waterproof too. The problem is that stuff will get everywhere, but wax would be your best option.
I don't know how well they would work. I never even opened them. They were on clearance, but I got those bulk patches that you clean your rifle with.
That would work. That's cotton.
Cover that with a little bit of wax or oil, and that thing would burn real well.
You can use those in your in the Altoids tin to make char cloth.
Yes, right. Everything.
Those will make really good char cloth. Yeah.
Yep. I
So
just had to figure out
those are actually the right size and everything. You don't even have to cut them up or anything. Just put them in as is, and just remember, don't open it up a big hole. I mean, you don't even just really have to put a hole in this at all. Just put it over a fire. When the smoke stops,
that's when they're done.
They're done.
Yep.
And the fact is, a good piece of char cloth is worth its weight in gold, pretty much.
Have you guys tried the water bottle method yet?
Nope.
I haven't, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You have to have a clear sunny day for that to work, and it's best if like the sun's almost directly at noon, because any sort of tree obstruction, you're not going to get it going.
Well, I have a different method than the water bottle method. It's thanks to this man over here. I got a little Fresnel lens that came with the little kit he gave me.
Cool.
And that is looks like a little credit card size, and that thing amplifies light really, really easily.
Cool. How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing awesome, Steve. How you doing, bud?
Good.
You actually saw that you were live a little while ago, weren't you?
Yeah, and then I went over to Dez's for a little bit. I carried people over there. I didn't know you guys were live over here. Otherwise, I would have sent them over here.
I'm every Thursday at 8, between 8 and 10. I'm on.
Okay.
8 Central Time.
Time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on Dez's, and I had to jump in here.
Okay.
And then I think you got on Dez's shortly after I had to leave. I told Des if she was still running later, I might try to jump back up there. Yeah, there you go, Cliff.
You need one of those, Steve. What he's showing you here.
Mine's actually broken. I broke the corner off. There's actually a split that goes across this thing. It's actually broken, see?
Okay.
I keep it in my wallet, but it's always there. But yeah, if I have to, I can.
That will start fires easily.
Can you order those?
Yeah.
You can just buy these on Amazon, or most places sell them. You can go to any
I mean, it's actually is it a magnifier? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a plastic magnifying glass, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, just search for like credit card magnifier.
Yeah.
and they'll pull those up all day long. You can get them. You can get tons of them on Amazon. Typically, it's
Those would be
cheaper on
good
Amazon to
giveaway
buy
gifts.
like a 10-pack of them as
Yeah,
opposed to trying to buy one or two. You can get
Yeah.
a ton of them on Amazon pretty cheap.
yeah. Those
And
would
all
be
you need is
good
a slightly,
giveaway gift.
yeah. Tiny just picked up 5 of those lenses.
Awesome.
So yeah, we practice a lot of different methods of fire starting here.
5 for 7, Amazon.
Yeah,
It's
I mean you can get a ferrule rod pretty much anywhere nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean my favorite one, besides the ones that Cliff sent me, is my Coglins one I got from Walmart. I carry it
Yeah.
with me wherever I go.
Is that a smaller one?
That's about about that long.
Okay.
But I have a setup with my pocket knife. It's got a hole in it, and I just scrape it really easily.
Yeah.
It's a matter of practice more than anything else.
I haven't broke down the money. I want to get a Kydex sheath for my SE6 where I could put the rod holder on it, or whatever.
Yeah, you can use a little bit of anything from a rod holder.
Yeah.
I actually have one that's got deer antler.
Really?
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
actually a
just
pretty cool setup.
the fasten so I don't lose it. I mean, it's an adapter where that adapter piece that holds it onto the sheath.
Yeah, it's the molded plastic that's basic. It's like a little tube, and it just screws onto the back of it.
Yeah.
And usually, just the easiest way to do it is if you have your Fresnel lens with a any sort of topper.
Yep.
You put a bit of elastic on there, and what you do is you take that elastic and you run it on the run
Yep.
it up under the back side of it, and it just
Yep.
locks it in there.
Yep.
You have no chance of losing that with
Right.
the elastic runner.
Right.
Let's see, where's that
Just like that. Yeah. That's how I want to do mine.
I have nothing. I have no retention on this, but that thing is.
Yep.
It doesn't even move. It's in there so
Cliff,
tight.
I was waiting for that thing to pop out of there.
No tension, and all of a sudden, boom!
Wow. I hit my Fresnel lens with something because it's shattered.
Holy cow!
I broke it. Must have dropped something on it.
Oh, I will let you guys know I'm almost done. I mean,
Yep.
it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And I've got to put my feet up for at least a half an hour before I go to bed. So I'm going to say thank you all for coming.
Yeah.
Steve, thank you for popping in. Glad you could
You're
make
welcome. I'll be back.
it. I look forward to it.
All right.
Our topics are kind of fluid for the most part, but we
Yeah.
do try to. The topics I listed down below is pretty much what we talk about. Except
Right.
sometimes we talk about B movies for some reason. Don't ask
Yeah.
me why. We just do.
There's one of us boobs over here starts it, and we just get stuck on it.
7 or 8, you said Central.
Yeah, starts at 8 Central Time.
8 Central.
Yep.
Okay.
And I do that twice a week, actually, Tuesdays and Thursdays. In fact, we talk about a little bit of everything. You just missed out on a really good bingo night on Tuesday. First Tuesday of the month, we actually do game night.
Okay.
And we either do trivia, we do bingo.
Yeah, I think I was here for one.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah, we have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
Tiny actually won 2 games of bingo on Tuesday. Yeah, what I did is basically I have all the bingo cards here. I took a picture of the cards and I sent them to them. The people who were playing, AT played, and it was a lot of fun. He kept on getting frustrated that he didn't win, but yeah, it happens. But
All right, sound good.
I want to say goodnight to others.
Step down and
thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
We'll see you guys. Thanks
I'll see you in another live soon, I'm sure.
Yep, probably. All right, we'll see
Cliff's
you guys.
next one is on Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be Saturday about 6:30ish if not stuck at work.
He's Mountain Time, folks.
Can you drop your link quick?
I can say something in the chat and you can actually.
Okay.
I will.
Actually-
I'll post your link once you get it there, Cliff.
I'll get it here in a minute. I'll just pop up real quick on my stuff. Go faster, go faster, go faster.
Unless I can find you faster than that.
Yes, Cecilia, I will be watching that.
Too slow, Colin.
I know.
And-
Okay, there we go.
Steve, do you follow Ugly Dog Lures? I feel like you probably do.
Yeah, I do.
So Cecilia, Ravencat Homestead, she made hats for their channel for the vets.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's got some. She does really good crocheting and knitting, and she's very knowledgeable about prepping.
Awesome.
She's from Canada.
Okay.
The only thing is, right now she has a
Canada.
very intermittent internet service, unfortunately. But I got to get out of here. It's already 2 after.
All
She's
right.
kinda like
Have
the-
a good night.
Yeah, be
Steve,
well,
she's like
brother.
the Canadian Rebecca.
Huh?
I was telling Steve she's like the Canadian Rebecca.
Thank you,
Okay.
Backwoods. Much appreciated. I'm more of
Yep.
a gardening channel than anything else, but
Sure.
that's always useful for some people.
Oh no, Cliff, you're more than just the gardening channel. You're our friend. You're my brother. You know that. So I will see you guys later. I'll see you on Saturday, Cliff.
Yes.
I try to go into Raspberry Rocks channel, but it's just got too many people in there.
All right. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, night.
You
Be well.
Later.
Be safe. Going off in 5, 4, 3, 2,
6,
1.
8, 1.